Very interesting to see the difference between Ford and Jaguar Land Rover. Now, while I'm aware of the fact that, there's a good chance that Jaguar Land Rover would be bankrupt now without India financing the company, it's interesting to see the very different strategy of Ford versus JLM. One company is retraining their employees, while the other one just fires them, gets rid of them. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. Another great day on planet Earth. I actually like reading this news because, I've made videos. In fact, my most watched video was about the World Car of the Year. It was a Jaguar electric car, which frankly it's not very good. And that's why no one's buying them, because it was good when they first released it years ago, but then they've done nothing to update it. Now it's very dated and it's still very expensive. In fact, it's probably the most overpriced electric car in the world based on what you get for the money. Now, if you bought one, sorry, but not sorry, because that's a fact. Anyhow, what are Jaguar Land Rover doing so differently to Ford? Well, as you know, Ford has fired, 8,000 employees already this year. Who are they? The majority of them, almost all of them, are employees who work on Ford's internal combustion engine production lines. Ford has said many more will go. Many more will go because, their skills will no longer be useful to the company. And I have critiqued that on a number of occasions, and I think many of you agree with that. That is Ford's strategy. That's why, one of the key reasons why they have two different divisions, right? They have the Ford electric car division and the traditional Ford Blue. And eventually Ford Blue will cease to exist because they just make gasoline-powered cars. So all those staff, as far as we know from Ford, will simply be fired. Ford may change their mind. I hope they do. So Jaguar Land Rover are going to retrain more than 60% of their technicians to support a rapid EV transition. Now, whether or not this will work, whether or not this company will still exist in 10 years' time, I have no idea, because obviously their EV plans have been frankly, I'm just going to say it, they've been abysmal. They thought that they could just keep on getting by doing what they've been doing. They're losing market share now pretty quickly, right? Because frankly, they don't have any EVs except for one very overpriced one. Now, Jaguar Land Rover has released their new program called the Future Skills Program. It's aimed at retraining 29,000 of its workforce to acquire the skills to develop, manufacture, and service modern luxury electric vehicles. The British luxury automaker, according to Electric, has significant plans to introduce all Jaguar Land Rover vehicles in EVs by 2030. So basically, Jaguar Land Rover is saying all of our vehicles will be electric in 2030. So that is a good thing. But I think they need to be quicker than 2030. I think they need to do it by 2026, 2027. The British luxury automaker has plans to get these EVs to transition from being experts in internal combustion engine vehicles into being experts with electric vehicles. And this is, I think, a good strategy. I think if you're an employee who wants to be retrained, you're probably the right kind of employee. You're probably the right kind of person who you're proactive. You're like, okay, this is the future. I want to be part of it. And I'm going to guess that employees have a choice. They can say, no, I don't want to do this. Or they can say, yes, I want to be part of the future. And I think the ones that decide to be part of this future, if they're getting this choice, they have the right attitude. They're the employees that you want. That's why I think Ford's making a mistake in just firing people indiscriminately. In February 2021, Jaguar Land Rover announced a major initiative called Reimagine, revealing the automaker's next chapter in its rich history. The Reimagine strategy involves converting Jaguar to an all-electric brand by 2025, and it's a dying brand right now anyway, so that's not going to be all that difficult. While Land Rover follows with a mostly electric lineup by the end of the decade. Jaguar introduced its first fully electric vehicle, the I-Pace, in 2018. It's a beautifully designed SUV. It looks good, but it's, like I said before, it's been a bit of a sales disaster because it was expensive and Jaguar did nothing. Sort of like Nissan with the Leaf. Remember Nissan Leaf sales? They were really good and they just fell off a cliff because Nissan just went, we can't be bothered anymore. The I-Pace actually won World Car of the Year. As I mentioned, I'll put a link in the description below to my video. It's about the World Car of the Year being dead. I mean, the I-Pace, let's be honest, the sales are so low, it might as well be dead. And the sales this year have dropped off even worse than when I actually made that video. What about Land Rover? Well, Land Rover plan to release 6 pure electric vehicles by the end of the decade. The first is a fully electric Range Rover coming in 2024. The luxury car manufacturer has taken a number of different steps to move towards making EVs and phasing out gasoline-powered vehicles. In August, Jaguar Land Rover unveiled plans for a next-generation electric vehicle testing facility featuring an electronic rolling road to test vehicle performances at speed. Now, Autocar said on the 21st of September that Jaguar Land Rover began converting its Halewood facility to speed up its EV transition. The plant is home to iconic models like the Land Rover Discovery Sport and the Range Rover Evoque, both due for an electric upgrade, though it's not clear if they will continue being manufactured at that factory. So clearly, Jaguar Land Rover, they see the writing on the wall, right? Their sales are going down. That's the truth. I mean, none of the mainstream media are really reporting this. They're sort of just glossing over this. They're trying to be nice about it. The truth is, it's a dying company. It is. And I have a soft spot for it. I mean, my dad has owned Land Rovers. He loves the company, and I actually do as well. But honestly, they are slow to do anything, unfortunately, and slow to move towards EVs. I mean, really, the company don't have any EVs at all. Jaguar, yeah, they have the I-Pace, but Land Rover, they have nothing. However, it's clear that they can see that they need to change. And upskilling 29,000 or most of your workforce to be able to work on EVs, in my mind, makes sense. I mean, these guys already have some significant skills to be able to make cars. And I think you can use those skills, use the training they have, and just add to that with some electric vehicle knowledge. Jaguar says 60% of JLR and its global franchise dealer technicians, which is 29,000, will receive the training to design, manufacture, and service EVs over the next few years. The majority will be retrained this year to support the automaker's EV push over the coming years. Over 9,500 apprentices are in training right now, as Jaguar Land Rover plans to hire another 1,200 in 2023. Now, those are EV technicians. So it'd be interesting to see, because it's more than likely that a lot of these apprentices will be actually teaching the people who are been working as engineers for 10, 20 years at Jaguar Land Rover, because these apprentices are the ones studying EVs right now. So I don't know how that's going to work, how people are going to go with that. But I mean, hey, it's a good thing either way. So Jaguar said, developing this skilled global workforce is needed to design, build, and maintain the vehicles of the future is foundational. I'm proud to say we are committing to help plug the electric digital skills gap with a comprehensive global training program which will power charge electrification both here in the UK and abroad. And it's interesting, isn't it, how he makes that point of digital. People don't recognize just how much digital training is needed, how much digital goes into new electric cars. It's a totally different thing to old school gasoline powered vehicles. And the thing is here, right, Jaguar Land Rover, they didn't say we're only going to train technicians. They didn't say we're only going to train engineers. They said they're going to train technicians, engineers, production employees, other people working, pretty much all staff. They basically are saying, you know what, anyone who wants to do the training, we want you to do it. We want you to be part of an electric future. Frankly, I think this is a good thing. Hopefully Jim Farley sees what's happening here, learns the secrets to Jaguar Land Rover's future success, assuming that they're successful, and hopefully they are. And he goes, you know what? Let's just hold back on the firing. Let's retrain. That's what I think they should do. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have a great day. Bye-bye.